The White House wants Speaker McCarthy to release details of any agreements he made with conservative members to get their vote for his bid for Speaker. Here's the quote. An unprecedented tax hike on the middle class and a national abortion ban are just a glimpse of the secret backroom deals Speaker McCarthy made with extreme MAGA members to claim the gavel. What other hidden bargains did Speaker McCarthy make behind closed doors? The American people have the right to know. That's from the White House. Congressman David Schweikert, Republican from Arizona, joins me now. Congressman, are they just diverting attention away from the document scandal?
Stuart, you nailed it. Look, the left, the White House, our Democratic colleagues are desperate for the public not to understand the financial, the fiscal crisis that's upon us. I mean, think about this. Last year we borrowed about $57,000 a second. Every second last year. The numbers are falling off the rails. Now it's time to actually have an honest discussion of how you actually start to right this ship. And the White House will do anything to avoid the discussion of what they did to this economy, to the debt, to the deficits.
Do you think we can get a deal without shutting the government down? Or is it going to be another of those events where you get closer and closer and closer to the actual deadline, the negotiations keep going, we shut down for a bit? Is that what's going to happen? Because the public, you know, they won't see it either way. They're just not happy when the government shuts down and when this kind of thing goes on in Congress.
Yeah, but Stuart, you actually almost need those stressors. And I know this is an uncomfortable conversation because the financial press will make it seem like the world is coming to an end. But we've been through this before. You almost need those stressors to force honest negotiations. Many of us in Ways and Means Committee and others are trying to lay out a series of policies that actually at least will tell the truth about how difficult the numbers. Remember, in 10 years, we're heading towards almost a $2 trillion a year structural deficit. Over the next 30 years, every dime of borrowing, and we're going to borrow well over $100 trillion. 75% of that is the shortfall in Medicare. 25% is the shortfall in Social Security. How do you explain that to the public? How do you explain that to the political class?
Good question. I think they'll turn around and say, we need a tax increase. We need more government revenue so we don't have to borrow so much. That's what they're going to say. And if you want to cut spending, they'll say, oh, you're taking food out of the mouths of elderly people, food out of the mouths of babies. You're going to cause a lot of pain. Let me just ask you this one, a quick subject. The vice president's going to be in your state tomorrow. She's talking green energy, not the border. What do you make of that?
Well, look, it's more what the Democrats did last year with their so-called inflation bill. It's pandering. It's also financing. Think about the spending in these pieces of legislation that the Democrats did when they had absolute control. You'll notice that money goes to the folks that write Democrats' checks. This is their attempt to sort of keep their base in line while the fiscal cliff is coming crashing towards us.
Good point. Congressman David Schweikert, thank you very much for joining us this morning. That's much appreciated. Thank you, sir.